Just arrived at the village, and wow, this place is even more dead than I remembered. Cell service is absolutely terrible out here. This message probably won't even send for another hour.
Hey, glad you made it safely. How's your aunt doing?
She's old, like really old. I forgot how frail she's gotten, and Uncle Pete isn't much better.
Dude, you're literally in the middle of nowhere. I looked up your village on Google Maps. It's like a tiny dot surrounded by forest.
Tell me about it. There's maybe 20 houses total. Half of them look abandoned.
How long are you stuck there again?
2 weeks, maybe 3 if they need extra help with harvest stuff.
That's lame.
R.I.P. Jake's social life. Hope you brought plenty of books.
I brought my laptop, but the Wi-Fi here is a joke. It cuts out every 5 minutes, and there's literally nothing to do. Aunt Ruth has me doing farm work from sunrise to sunset.
So you'll be busy.
What kind of farm work?
Feeding chickens, fixing fences, moving hay bales. Super exciting stuff.
At least you're getting a workout. Probably better than sitting in lecture halls all day.
I guess, but my hands are already covered in blisters, and I smell like a barn.
Take pictures. I want to see this rural life you're living.
Boring life.
Here's the house. It's like stepping back in time. Everything is so old and creaky.
Looks haunted. Are you sure you're not in a horror movie?
Don't even joke about that. This place gives me the creeps at night. So many weird sounds.
What kind of sounds?
Just, I don't know, creaking wood, things scurrying around in the walls, probably just mice or something.
Or rats. Big country rats.
Or monsters. Maybe some Dark Souls too.
Thanks for that mental image. Really helping my sleep situation, and saw a lot of spiders.
You'll get used to it. My grandparents had a farm when I was little. Rural places always sound different at night.
Here's something suspicious though. Look at these fence posts.
What am I looking at?
The symbols carved into them. Every single post has these marks.
Let me see. Those are interesting. They look almost like runes.
They look like spells.
That's what I thought too, but they're not like any alphabet I've seen.
I'm going to reverse image search this. See if I can find anything similar online.
Good idea. Aunt Ruth won't tell me what they mean. She just changes the subject whenever I ask.
Maybe they're just old property markers? Or some kind of folk art tradition?
Maybe, but they look deliberate, like they mean something important.
You're probably overthinking it. Country people do weird decorative stuff all the time.
Found something else today. Was cleaning out the barn loft. Look how creepy this place is.
Dude, that looks like a horror movie set. All those things in cobwebs.
It gets worse. I found something hidden up there.
This is getting scarier.
What kind of something?
An old notebook. Leather bound. Really old leather. Like decades old at least.
What's in it?
That's the thing. It's filled with drawings. Really disturbing drawings. Like this.
Him and that guy? That's ominous.
Right? Who's he? Like it's really important.
This is actually fascinating from an anthropological standpoint. Folk horror traditions and isolated communities. You should document everything.
Document it? For what?
Research project maybe? Or just personal interest. This kind of local folklore is really valuable.
I guess. Though I'm not sure I want to dig too deep. This place already gives me enough nightmares.
I can tell.
You're being dramatic. It's just old drawings. Probably someone's art project from like 50 years ago.
Maybe you're right, but there are dozens of pages, all the same theme, spider creatures and references to him.
Still searching for matches on those symbols. Nothing coming up in standard databases. I'll try some occult and folklore sites.
Occult? Seriously?
Hey, you asked me to research them. I'm being thorough.
Fair point. Let me know what you find.
Jake, honey, just wanted to remind you, don't go walking in the old woods after dark.
Why not? Aunt Ruth? What's in the woods? Hello? Aunt Ruth just sent me the weirdest text, told me not to go in the woods after dark, but when I asked why she won't respond.
Maybe she's just being protective? Rural areas can be dangerous at night, wild animals and stuff.
I guess, but the way she said it was so the old woods, not just the woods.
She is old. Old people say things like that?
You're reading too much into it. Old people say things weird sometimes.
Maybe, but combined with that notebook and those symbols, like everyone's watching me. I went to the general store earlier. The clerk just stared at me the entire time. Didn't say a word.
Did you say anything to him?
I tried to make small talk, asked about the weather. He just kept staring, like he was studying me.
That does sound unsettling. But some rural communities are suspicious of outsiders, even family members who moved away.
It's not just unfriendly. It's like they're all sharing some secret, and I'm not supposed to know what it is.
Secret like what?
What kind of a secret?
I don't know, but every time I try to talk to someone, they get this look in their eyes, like they're afraid.
Afraid of what?
That's what I can't figure out. Maybe afraid of talking to me, or afraid of something else entirely.
Found something interesting about your symbols. They don't match any known runic alphabets, but there are some similarities to protective ward markings.
Protective wards? Like to keep something out?
Or to keep something in, depending on the tradition.
That's not reassuring.
Dwayne, stop it.
Dwayne, you're feeding into his paranoia. They're probably just decorative.
I don't think so. There are too many of them. And they're not just on fence posts. I've been noticing them carved into trees too, and painted on some of the houses.
All the same symbol?
Variations of it, but definitely related. Like they're all part of the same system.
System?
I don't know how else to describe it. It's like the whole village is marked.
Marked for what?
I wish I knew, but I'm starting to think that notebook isn't just random drawings. I think it's documenting something real.
Jake, you're scaring yourself. It's just isolation getting to you.
Maybe. I swear people have been watching me from their windows.
Okay, that's creepy.
But villagers do that, right? They're living in a secluded area, and you're a newcomer, so...
Every time I look up from working, there's someone standing behind curtains, just staring.
That would make me uncomfortable too. Have you talked to your aunt about it?
She won't discuss anything about the village. Changes the subject every time, like she's afraid to talk about it.
Or maybe she thinks you're being paranoid, which you kind of are.
I'm not being paranoid. I can feel it.
Feel what exactly?
Like I'm being watched, constantly. Even when I'm alone in the house. Like there are eyes on me all the time.
That sounds really stressful. Maybe you should come home early?
I can't. Aunt Ruth and Uncle Pete really need the help, and I promised I'd stay.
Just be careful, okay? Trust your instincts.
Thanks. I'm probably just overthinking everything, but this place really gets under your skin.
2 weeks will go by fast. Just focus on helping your family.
Yeah, you're right. I should get some sleep. Long day of farm work tomorrow.
Sweet dreams. Try not to worry about the weird stuff.
I'll try. Talk to you guys tomorrow, assuming my phone gets signal. Something woke me up last night. Around 3 a.m., there was someone in my room.
What do you mean someone in your room?
I opened my eyes and there was a figure standing by the window, just watching me.
Are you sure you weren't dreaming?
I don't think so. I grabbed my phone and took a picture.
What? What the hell is that? Is this a play?
It's too dark. It's horrifying.
Yes!
Maybe villagers are joking with you?
That could be anything. Curtains, shadows, whatever.
It wasn't curtains. I watched it move, and then it was just gone.
Gone?
Like it disappeared. 1 second it was there. Next second, nothing.
I'll run it through some enhancement software.
But there's more. After it disappeared, I couldn't get back to sleep. So I kept reading that notebook.
What did you find?
Pages I missed before, tucked between other pages. They describe the creature in detail.
What kind of creature?
It has a name, Herobrine.
Him? Herobrine? Does that mean something?
Some villager kid's imagination, maybe?
There's more. Look at this.
Who drew these? A psycho?
Holy crap, that's disturbing. What's that creature?
The text says it feeds on people and controls some others. It marks its victims first, with symbols, spider-like symbols. Sound familiar?
The fence posts. You think those symbols are marks?
According to the notebook, yes. It says the marks appear first, then the watching begins, then possession.
Possession?
That's what it says. The creature takes over its victims.
Jake, this is starting to sound like a horror novel, not real life.
I know how it sounds, but read this part. He is in the shadows, the walls, the air itself. He is everywhere like a sickness, but there is no cure but to wake up. He leaves a mark.
And this already.
This is clearly some kind of local folklore, urban legend type stuff.
But what if it's not? What if someone was documenting something real?
You're seriously considering this might be real? A spider-human creature that possesses people?
I don't know what I'm considering anymore, but the watching I described, it matches exactly what's in this notebook.
Give me a few minutes. I'm going to research your village online, see if there's any historical context.
Good idea. I tried to ask Aunt Ruth about it this morning, but she's not answering her door.
What do you mean not answering?
I knocked for like 10 minutes. Her car is still in the driveway, but no response.
Maybe she's just sleeping in?
At 3 p.m., she's usually up before sunrise, and I can't find Uncle Pete anywhere either.
That is weird.
I found some old newspaper archives. Your village has a history of unexplained disappearances.
What kind of disappearances?
Going back to the 1800s, people just vanishing. Even entire village. No bodies ever found. No signs of struggle.
Dude, this is getting to other levels.
How many people?
Dozens over the decades. But here's the weird part. They always happen in clusters. Like mass of people disappear over a few weeks, then nothing for almost 100 years.
When was the last cluster?
According to this, about 100 years ago, 7 people went missing in 1 month, including 3 children.
Jesus. Guys, I'm in the woods and seeing carved trees.
Weren't you supposed to stay away from the woods?
Yes, Jake. Why are you there?
Are you looking for trouble?
Dude, you should be careful.
I need to learn what's going on here, for everyone's safety. Here are the trees.
Oh God.
Maybe that's a sign.
Yeah, for him to leave.
I found some altar. Is that for calling that creature?
Oh crap.
You seriously want trouble?
You should leave now, Jake.
Jake, come on!
Before you find something more disturbing, please leave.
I will keep calm.
Man, you're going to hurt yourself.
Guys, saw my aunt!
Oh, finally.
See? Nothing to worry about.
Is she okay?
Okay, now you should leave now.
I'm running away! She was on air.
What?
What the hell, dude?
What do you mean?
Oh, guys, this is bad. This is so bad.
Where are you now?
Just hide, Jake.
Okay, return to the house. I'm sending you the image. Look at this.
What the hell?
Dude,
This is not happening.
No way.
This can't be happening.
Jake, honey, I told you to stay away from the woods.
Why? Aunt Ruth? What's with you in the woods? Hello? What happened to you earlier?
Honey,
Yes, Aunt Ruth? Where are you now? She just texted me.
What's she saying?
Is she okay?
Jake?
Dude, speak up.
She warns me again. This is going bad. I'm locking everywhere in the house. This is not going well. Guys, that thing, he appeared in my room for seconds, then disappeared.
What? What is this?
I am going to pass out.
I'm literally shaking, just like in the drawings.
Maybe this is like a light show? Maybe they projected an image?
In a village? With top-notch technology devices? You don't even believe this, Christopher. I will try to lighten this image up to see it, and we can check if it's a projected image, or...
I'm getting really scared, guys. What if that thing is still here? What if it took my aunt and uncle?
Jake, you need to contact authorities. Local police or sheriff.
I tried. There's no police station in the village. The nearest one is 50 miles away.
Call them anyway. Report your relatives missing.
I was about to... I found something else.
What now?
God, when will this stop?
Fresh symbols, carved into my bedroom window frame. They weren't there yesterday, I'm sure of it. Those look identical to the ones in the notebook.
Same exact pattern.
I think it marked me while I was sleeping. That's why the figure was in my room.
Jake, you need to get out of there, right now.
And go where? My car won't start. Tried it this morning. Engine won't even turn over.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. It was fine when I got here. Now it's completely dead.
Check the battery cables. They might have been disconnected.
Why would someone disconnect my battery?
To keep you from leaving.
That's what I'm afraid of. Okay, my tires are also gone. This nightmare keeps escalating. You were right. Someone definitely did this on purpose.
This is getting really serious. You need help.
From who? Everyone in this village is acting strange, and my family is missing. My aunt is... probably not my aunt anymore.
I'm contacting that police station, 50 miles away or not.
What are you going to tell them?
That my friend's relatives are missing, and he's stranded in a remote village. They need to send someone.
Good luck getting them to believe you. This all sounds insane.
It does sound insane, but the evidence is mounting up. The photos, the missing relatives, the sabotaged car.
Wait, I'm hearing something outside.
What kind of something?
Footsteps, multiple sets, walking around the house.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. They're circling the building, over and over.
Can you see who it is?
I'm too scared to look out the windows. What if they see me watching?
This is ridiculous. Just look outside. It's probably just neighbors.
Why would they be circling my house?
Maybe they're looking for your aunt and uncle too.
Maybe, but it doesn't feel right, like they're marching.
Hello. My friend is experiencing a possible kidnapping attempt.
Hello? Can you give me the address?
In a secluded area named Taiga Village.
Contacting the officers. Tell your friend to stay calm.
I got through to the police. They're sending someone to check on you.
Thank God. I don't think I can handle much more of this.
Just stay inside until they arrive. Keep the doors locked.
Already done. But I don't think locks are going to help. If this thing can possess people, what's to stop it from possessing the police officer?
You're spiraling, Jake. Try to stay rational.
Rational? There's nothing rational about this situation. I'm trapped in a village full of missing people. Missing people including my possessed aunt and uncle. Being stalked by something that shouldn't exist. A spider-human creature named him? Herobrine? Look, they're walking around house. Took this in a brief moment when I opened the door.
Help is coming. Just hold on a little longer.
The footsteps stopped.
That's good, right?
I don't know, like they're all just waiting for me to come outside maybe, or for nightfall.
How much longer until the police arrive?
They didn't tell me.
I hope they get here before dark. I really don't want to find out what happens after sunset.
You'll be fine. This will all make sense once the cops show up.
I hope you're right, but something tells me this is just the beginning.
Beginning of what?
I don't know, but according to the notebook, the marking is just the first step, and I'm definitely marked now.
I just finished the image work. And guys, what the hell is this?
Man, what the hell? This was in my room, that close to me.
Dude, what the hell is that?
Jake, we are going to save you.
Detective Susanna Crimson. I am contacting you for a case.
Hi.
Yes, send me the details.
On its way.
Dad, it's been weeks. Where are you? When are you coming home?
Hey, honey, just hang on. We still have almost a week. You know this will be an important case.
Yes, Dad. An ancient family case. Coming around after centuries. It all sounds like fairy tale to me still.
It is better for you to think like that, honey. But I promise, it will all end very soon, and we will be together forever.
Liv called the police dispatch about your situation. I am Detective Susanna Crimson. I understand you're having some difficulties in a rural area.
Yes, ma'am. My relatives are missing or acting strangely, and I think I'm in danger.
Can you be more specific about the nature of this danger?
This is going to sound crazy, but I think there's something supernatural happening here.
Supernatural? Son, I deal in facts and evidence, not ghost stories.
I have evidence, photos, and documentation.
I looked at the photos that Liv provided, but I suspect this is some kind of a local prank.
It's not a prank. People are missing, and I'm trapped here.
Trapped?
My car was sabotaged, battery cables disconnected, tires blown, and everyone in the village is acting hostile.
Have you contacted local law enforcement?
There is no local law enforcement. Nearest station is 50 miles away.
I'll contact some people. But you need to understand this sounds like paranoid delusions, possibly brought on by isolation.
I'm not delusional. There's a map in the notebook of the entire village, with specific houses marked. Look at this.
Those marks, they're on specific houses.
According to the notes, those are where previous victims lived, before they disappeared.
Is your house marked?
Yes, but here's the really disturbing part. This looks like going on for centuries, like this location is being selected as a center.
Someone knew that maybe and lured you in?
That's what I'm afraid of. The villagers have left. I'm leaving the house now. Maybe they're preparing. Maybe they're coming back for something. Detective Crimson, are you still there?
I have to admit this is unusual.
Unusual?
I'm making calls to coordinate a welfare check, but it's going to take time.
How much time?
Several hours at minimum. The location is very remote.
I don't have several hours. According to the pattern my friends documented, I'm going to disappear tonight.
Son, people don't just disappear. There's always a logical explanation.
Tell that to the dozens of people who vanished from this village over the past century. Their bodies were never found. Tell that to what I saw in the forest.
I understand you're frightened, but panic won't help your situation.
I'm not panicking. I'm being realistic about a supernatural threat.
There's no such thing as supernatural threats. Only threats we don't understand yet.
Then help me understand this before it's too late.
I contacted the state police too. Verified that they're sending a unit to your location.
When?
They said within 4 hours.
4 hours might as well be 4 days. At the rate things are escalating.
Just hold on. We're all here with you.
Are you though? Because I'm starting to feel very alone, like you're all getting farther away.
We're right here. Keep talking to us.
Yeah, dude. We will solve this out.
One more thing about this map. The locations aren't random. They form a pattern.
What kind of pattern?
Like a web, with my house at the center. I think this whole village is a trap, and I walked right into it. In the forest now, got a bit lost.
Detective, the authorities recommended me a contact, a military expertise, a top agent in these kind of situations, luckily currently stationed near the area.
That's great.
His name is Sam Blackshield. I am sending you his details.
Mr. Blackshield, I got your contact from authorities. I heard that you are an expert military personnel. I understand you live near the village where we have a situation. A young man named Jake Rollins may be in danger.
What kind of situation?
Missing relatives, potential mental health crisis, claims supernatural activity.
Which village specifically?
The small farming community about 20 miles north of your location.
Jesus Christ. You need to get people out there now, not tomorrow. Not in a few hours. Right now.
Why? What do you know about that place?
My great-grandfather disappeared there in 1926, along with other people. Same pattern you're describing. Missing relatives, strange behavior, then total disappearance.
How do you know the pattern?
Family kept records. 3 generations of trying to figure out what happened. It's not a mental health crisis. It's something else entirely.
Something else?
Look, I know how this sounds, but that village has a history going back centuries. People don't just disappear, they get murdered.
Murdered by what?
Something that shouldn't exist, but does anyway, and the village is kept clean after that. Possessed villagers always clean up the mess after the event.
Adding Detective Crimson and Sam Blackshield to help coordinate.
Liv filled me in on the situation. Mr. Blackshield has historical knowledge of the area.
Where's Jake right now?
We haven't heard from him in over an hour. His last message was about losing his way in the village.
During daylight or after dark?
It was getting dark when he sent the last photo.
That's bad. Really bad. The entity is most active after sunset.
Entity?
The thing that's been hunting people in that village for over 200 years.
Jake mentioned something called Herobrine.
That's the name for it.
You've actually seen it?
Not directly, but I've seen what it does to people. I have seen the bodies in family archives. His relatives are probably gone. What he's seeing now are just Echoes. The thing uses them to lure in new victims.
This is getting too far-fetched.
Detective, with respect, I've been tracking this thing my entire adult life. 30 years of research. It's real and it's dangerous.
Can anyone see this? My phone keeps cutting out.
Jake, we're here. Added some people to help.
Who?
Jake, this is Sam Blackshield. I know what you're dealing with. Where are you right now?
I don't know. I was trying to get back to the house again, but all the roads look the same, and it's getting dark.
Describe your surroundings.
Trees everywhere, old fence posts with symbols, a few abandoned houses, and I keep hearing footsteps behind me.
Can you take a photo of where you are?
This is all I can see. Just the road, trees, and darkness.
I'm trying to track your location from the metadata.
It's been hunting families for generations. You were marked the moment you arrived.
Marked for what?
The ritual that takes place every century.
My relatives. Are they dead?
Most probably. If not, they're part of it now.
I got back inside the house. The door is open, all the lights are off, and there are clothes everywhere. Aunt Ruth's dress, Uncle Pete's overalls, just lying there empty.
Where are your relatives?
Gone, but they searched everywhere. They were looking for me, I think, and there's a tooth on floor.
It's preparing for the final stage.
Final stage of what?
The conversion ritual.
How many people has this thing taken?
Hundreds over the centuries, maybe thousands. The village was built on top of its hunting ground.
We need to call in the National Guard or the FBI, someone with serious resources.
Won't work. They'll arrive and find a normal village, with normal people living normal lives, and they will speed up the massacre process. Only I can solve this.
That's impossible.
Is it? That's how it operates for centuries. Jake, listen carefully. Do not go outside after full dark. Find the most secure room in the house. Barricade yourself in.
Will that work?
It'll buy time, but not much. The entity doesn't need doors to get inside.
How do we actually help him?
I'm loading my truck now. I've got equipment that might work.
What kind of equipment?
Military grade, incendiary devices. The only thing that's ever worked against it.
You're going to burn down the village?
If that's what it takes, better than letting it spread.
Spread?
It's not contained to that village anymore. Every person it takes extends its reach. That's why the disappearances stopped for decades. It was growing stronger, building an army.
An army of what?
People who look human, but aren't human anymore. They can go anywhere, blend in anywhere, recruit for it anywhere. Jake, you need to find that secure room now.
I'm in the bathroom. It's the only room with a lock.
Good. Stay there until I arrive. Don't open the door for anyone, even if they sound like people you know.
How long until you get here?
45 minutes, maybe an hour depending on road conditions.
I don't think I have an hour. Someone outside the door, whispering my name.
Don't listen to them. Focus on our messages.
They're saying they want to help me, that I don't have to be afraid.
Those aren't your relatives talking. It's using their voices to manipulate you.
It sounds so much like Aunt Ruth. She's telling me to open the door, that she's sorry for scaring me.
Jake, do not open that door. Whatever you do not open that door.
Grayson and I are leaving now. Should reach Jake's village in about 3 hours.
Wait, you can't just drive there. It's not safe.
We can't just leave Jake alone. Someone has to help him.
I understand the impulse, but this isn't a normal rescue situation. You need tactical preparation.
What kind of preparation?
Iron implements, salt circles, and you absolutely cannot arrive after dark.
Iron implements?
Anything made of pure iron. The entity has an aversion to it. Railroad spikes work best, but kitchen knives are better than nothing.
They broke down the door. I can hear them searching the house, room by room.
Where are you now?
Still in the bathroom, but they're getting closer.
You need to move then.
Move where? The whole house is compromised.
You know the church in the village?
Yes, old stone building in the center.
Get there. Churches were built on consecrated ground. It might provide temporary protection.
How do I get there without being seen?
You don't. You run as fast as you can, and you don't look back.
I'm outside. They're following me. They run so fast.
Hide. The church is not that close. Take shelter, then continue.
Okay, searching for a hiding spot. Found one.
That's good. Stay there.
Oh my god.
What happened?
That thing just passed me.
What the hell is that thing?
Holy crap. Hide until you find an opening. Are you safe? Did it see you?
Yes! I was hiding in the bushes. What the hell? It killed many. I made it to the church. But there are people gathering outside. Lots of people.
People from the village?
I think so, but they're all just standing there, staring at the building, not talking, not moving, just watching.
How many?
Now a couple, but more are coming in. Maybe the entire village. Men, women, children, all with the same expression.
What kind of expression?
Empty, like there's nothing behind their eyes.
That's the possession state.
They're starting to move.
Units are en route to your location. ETA 6 hours.
6 hours? I don't have 6 hours. They're surrounding the church completely.
The church should hold until I get there. Stone walls and consecrated ground, but don't leave the building.
I wasn't planning to, but what happens when you get here?
I have military-grade incendiary devices, high-temperature thermite. It's the only thing that's ever worked.
You've done this before?
Not exactly, but I've dealt with similar entities during classified operations.
Classified operations?
Some things the military encounters don't make it into official reports, but they keep specialists on retainer for situations like this.
We're getting close. About 30 minutes out.
Cell service is getting spotty.
That's normal for the area, but stay in contact as long as possible.
Will do. Almost there. Something ahead.
Cars along the road, but they're empty.
How many cars?
At least a dozen. Just sitting there, doors open. Like people just got out and walked away.
Those belong to the possessed villagers.
What happened to the people?
They probably brought their cards to block the road. The entity must have directed them.
We're losing signal. Can barely send this message.
Becky, Grayson, respond if you can. Becky?
I haven't heard from Becky and Grayson in 10 minutes.
Their last message showed all those abandoned cars.
That's not good.
It's very not good, but I'm almost there. 15 minutes out.
What can we do from here?
Maintain communication protocols. Keep trying to raise Becky and Grayson, and document everything.
Document for what?
In case I don't make it out either. Someone needs to know what happened.
You'll make it out.
Maybe, but this entity has been killing people for centuries. It knows how to hunt.
They're testing the doors, taking turns pushing against them. The wood is starting to crack.
Jake, can you barricade the doors?
I'm trying. Pews are heavy, but I got 2 of them against the main entrance.
What about other entrances?
Side door is smaller. I blocked it with a confessional booth. But the windows...
What about the windows?
They're starting to break them, one by one, moving around the building.
Don't let them see you. Stay low. Keep moving.
They're not climbing through yet, just breaking the glass, like they're preparing.
Preparing for what?
I think they're waiting for something, or someone.
Herobrine. It's coming for you personally.
How long until you get there, Sam?
10 minutes, maybe less. I'm driving as fast as I can on these dirt roads.
What's your plan when you arrive?
Create a distraction. Draw them away from the church. Give Jake a chance to escape.
And then what?
Then we burn the whole village down. Every building, every tree, everything the entity might be hiding in.
It's here. The thing itself.
What?
Like a person, but a spider. It's smiling at me.
I'm almost there. I'm almost in the village. Hold on, Jake. Just hold on.
Dad, you're not going to believe what happened in organic chemistry today. Professor Martinez actually fell asleep during his own lecture, like literally started snoring at the podium.
That's funny, sweetie. How are you preparing for finals?
Pretty good, actually. My study group is meeting tomorrow night. We're going to order pizza and cram for biochem.
That's great. Make sure you get enough sleep.
Dad, you sound distracted. Everything okay?
Just dealing with some work stuff. Nothing for you to worry about.
Work stuff? I thought you were retired.
Consulting work. Sometimes the army calls me back for special projects.
Cool. What kind of projects?
Classified stuff. Can't really talk about it.
Oh, come on. Just a little hint?
Sorry, kiddo. Some things have to stay secret.
Fine. But you'll be careful, right?
Always am. Listen, I love you.
I love you too, Dad. That's random, though. You feeling sentimental?
Just wanted you to know, in case something happens.
Something like what? Dad, you're scaring me.
Nothing's going to happen. I promise. Just focus on your studies.
Jake, where are you?
Are you safe from that thing?
Jake, respond!
That son of a gun. I ran to the forest and came back to the church, locked and barricaded everything for good. It is out there somewhere.
Becky and Grayson's phones are completely dead, not just out of service. The messages are not sent to them, like they've been turned off or destroyed.
What about GPS tracking?
Their car is stopped in the village center, hasn't moved in over an hour.
That's really bad.
I'm in the village now. I can see their car. Doors are open. No one inside.
Any sign of them?
Not yet. Looks like they were dragged there.
Dragged by what?
I don't want to speculate.
I've been researching defenses all night. Salt circles really work?
According to my grandfather's notes, yes. Also iron filings, and running water if you can find it.
Finally contacted state police, but they said it could be hours before anyone arrives.
Hours we don't have. I'm setting up a perimeter around the church.
What kind of perimeter?
Military-grade thermite charges. If I can't save Jake, at least I can contain the threat. Father Salamanca, this is Sam Blackshield. My grandfather, Frank Blackshield. You knew him?
Frank? Yes, I remember. He came to me before he disappeared. Said something was hunting his family.
I'm in the village now. The same thing is happening again.
Madre de Dios. You should not have gone there.
I had to. People are trapped.
How many has it taken this time?
At least more than 20 that I think of. Maybe more.
Then it's stronger now. Much stronger than when your grandfather faced it.
What exactly are we dealing with?
An ancient thing, something that was here before the church. Some say it is from a different time. A time where they had portals. Portals that are opened to hell. Maybe he slipped in with one of them.
How do I kill it?
Fire. Holy fire. Burn everything it has touched. Every building, every tree, every person.
Every person?
Once it marks them, they belong to it. There is no saving them, only stopping the spread.
They found them, brought them to the church basement when I was in the forest.
Are they alive?
They're alive, but
But what? Are they okay?
the marks are spreading all over their faces and hands.
Jesus Christ.
I think they have access to the basement from under tunnels. I don't know. I dragged them out of the basement now and locked it.
Are they conscious?
Sort of. Their eyes are open, but they're not responding to me. They just stare.
Jake, get away from them.
What? Why?
They're not your friends anymore. The entity is using them as bait.
That's ridiculous. They need help.
Jake, listen to me very carefully. If the marks have spread that far, they're gone. You need to get far away from them immediately.
I can't just leave them.
You can, and you will. Or you'll end up just like them.
Sam, what are you not telling us?
The transformation is irreversible. Once the marks cover more than 50% of the body, the person ceases to exist. Only the entity remains.
Sam, I've been authorized to coordinate with you. We should also operate here in private chat. Our findings could be confidential. What's your tactical assessment?
Bad. Really bad.
How do we extract the survivors?
We don't. There may not be any survivors to extract.
What about Jake Rollins?
He's still human. For now. But if those marks appear on him, he becomes a threat that needs to be eliminated.
Eliminated?
Detective, this isn't a rescue mission anymore. It's a containment operation. The priority is preventing the entity from spreading beyond this village.
We did this. We sent Becky and Grace in there. We killed them.
Liv, don't think like that. We were trying to help Jake.
And now they're all going to die because we panicked.
We couldn't have known.
Stop blaming yourselves. The entity was always going to take somebody. That's what it does. It isolates people and converts them.
Convert them into what?
Zealots. One consciousness in multiple bodies. Each host makes it stronger, more intelligent, more dangerous.
How many hosts can it control?
According to my research, there's no upper limit. It could theoretically take over entire cities.
I can hear them moving upstairs. All of them. Walking in perfect synchronization.
Jake, I need you to trust me. I'm going to create a distraction. When you hear the explosion, run for the back exit.
What explosion?
I'm going to blow up the village, starting with the buildings closest to the church. It's the only way to break the entity's hold.
You're going to kill everyone?
Everyone's already dead. I'm just stopping them from killing others. Inventory check complete. 6 white phosphorus grenades, 4 thermite charges, 2 incendiary rockets. This should be enough to level the entire village.
Sam, you understand what you're doing? If you fail, it will spread beyond the village.
I understand. That's why failure isn't an option.
The entity is strongest in its physical form, but also most vulnerable.
Where is the physical form located?
Your grandfather's notes mentioned a nest, underground, beneath the oldest building in the village.
The church.
See, the church. But Sam, the approach will be suicide. All the possessed will defend it.
I've been in suicide missions before. At least this time I know what I'm fighting for.
The state units are still 3 hours out.
3 hours too late. I'm going in now.
Where are you?
Quarter mile from the village. All the houses have lights on, even the abandoned ones.
That's not normal.
Nothing about this is normal. The entity is showing off. It wants me to know it's in control.
Sam, be very careful. The entity can sense your intentions.
How?
Fear, anger, desperation. It lived for centuries. It knows how we think. You must remain calm.
Calm while walking into hell. Got it.
Your grandfather made the mistake of going in angry. The entity knew he was coming. It prepared for him.
What should I do differently?
Accept that you might not survive. Focus only on the mission. Save Jake if you can, but destroy the entity no matter what.
Even if it means destroying Jake too?
Even then, the alternative is worse.
I understand, but I'm going to try to save him.
Vaya con Dios, Samuel. Your grandfather would be proud.
I found it. The thing itself, in the church basement.
What does it look like?
It's huge. The size of a small car, and it's sleeping, or hibernating, just breathing.
What is that?
It is him. All the people it's absorbed should have made him tired. This must be its nesting place, the basement of the church. He gets here somehow even though I locked it out. Maybe from underground, I don't know.
That's horrifying.
Jake, get away from that thing. Right now.
Wait, if I destroy this body, will it free everyone?
Possibly, but it's too dangerous. You don't have the right weapons.
I found gasoline in the church, and matches. I could burn it.
Jake number, if you wake it up, it will kill you instantly.
But if I don't try, more people will die, right?
I'm almost almost there. Just wait for me.
I don't think I have time to wait. The possessed villagers are breaking through my barricades. I can hear them upstairs, getting closer.
A lot of villagers are dead, and the rest are possessed.
That's the entity's collection. Every person who tried to leave.
Going on foot through the forest. ETA 15 minutes to the church.
The trees will provide cover, but be careful of the possessed. They patrol the forest.
How do I identify them?
They move in perfect unison, like a single organism, and they don't blink.
Don't blink?
The entity doesn't understand human physiological needs. Its hosts never blink, never breathe naturally. They're puppets.
Good to know. I'm entering the tree line now, maintaining radio silence unless emergency. Infiltration successful. Most houses are completely empty, but I can see movement through the church. Lots of movement.
How many hostiles?
Hard to count, but at least 30 people, all moving in perfect synchronization.
What about Jake?
No visual on him yet, but I found something else. Massacre site yards from the church. Dozens of corpses. Some look recent. Others have been here for days.
Previous victims?
Has to be. This thing has been killing for a long time. Much longer than we thought.
Sam just went dark.
That's probably tactical. He doesn't want to give away his position.
They know Sam is coming.
Of course they do. This thing has been hunting people for centuries. It knows how to fight.
I can see them through the windows. Dozens of people coming more every second, all moving toward the church, all walking in the same rhythm.
The entity is gathering its forces.
They're carrying tools, hammers, axes, saws. They're going to break down the church doors.
Jake, you need to get to that basement. Try to destroy the entity's body.
What if I can't?
Then at least you'll die fighting, instead of becoming one of them.
That's not very encouraging.
It's realistic, though.
If this is my last message, tell my family I love them.
Jake, wait.
What?
Pour the gasoline around the entire basement, not just on the creature. You want to create a fire that can't be escaped.
Good thinking. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Make it count.
We'll remember you.
Hopefully you won't have to.
Samuel, are you in position?
Preparing for final approach.
Remember, the thermite alone won't be enough. You need to combine it with consecrated materials.
What kind of consecrated materials?
Holy water, blessed salt, sacred relics. The church should have supplies.
If I can get inside.
You must get inside. The entity's physical form must be destroyed completely, both its earthly body and its spiritual essence.
How do I destroy the spiritual essence?
Fire blessed by God, while speaking the words of banishment.
I don't know any words of banishment.
I will text them to you, but you must speak them while the fire burns, or the entity will simply find a new physical form.
I'm in the village emergency broadcast system. Old analog setup from the 1980s, but it still works.
Good work. I may need emergency coordination.
I've contacted everyone in our families, told them to stay away from the area, no matter what they hear on the news.
Smart thinking. We don't need additional casualties.
Approaching the church now. I can see they forcing the church's doors. Lots of them.
Any sign of Jake?
Negative, but I found another way into the basement. Old storm cellar entrance on the side of the building. I'm setting charges now. Detonators on walls in church. Thermite on all the main support beams.
What about the consecrated materials?
I will get them inside once I clear these possessed, and get Jack outside. Holy water, blessed candles, silver crosses. We'll mix it all with the thermite.
Good. Now listen carefully. These are the words you must speak.
Father, I need a different line of words, actually.
What do you mean? This should remove Herobrine once and for all.
But actually, I don't want that, and you will give me those words one way or another. Charges are set, but I've got a problem.
What kind of problem?
The possessed villagers. They know I'm here. They're broken into the church.
How many?
All of them. I locked the basement entrance. The entire village population.
That's like 50 people.
More. I think some came from other towns. The entity has been collecting for weeks.
What's your exit strategy?
I don't have one. This is a one-way mission.
Sam number.
Dwayne, when I give the signal, you activate that emergency broadcast in the church. Tell Jack to evacuate the area, because I cannot get inside, and we cannot reach him via chat. These charges are going to create a massive explosion.
What about you?
I'll try to get clear, but the priority is stopping this thing, no matter what.
Sam, state units are finally approaching. ETA 20 minutes.
Tell them to establish a perimeter, 5 miles out. Do not let them get closer.
Why?
I'm about to detonate enough thermite to level a city block, plus whatever supernatural backlash occurs. When this entity dies,
Supernatural backlash?
according to the priest, destroying an entity this old and powerful creates a psychic shockwave, could kill anyone within a mile radius.
And you're staying at ground zero?
Someone has to make sure the job gets done.
There has to be another way.
There isn't. This thing has survived for centuries, because people keep trying to find another way. Sometimes the only solution is sacrifice.
Sam, is that you down here? I ran outside once they broken in. How did you get inside?
Jake! Found a back door to the basement. You're alive.
Barely. I heard the announcement Dwayne made, and my cell phone is working now. I found the creature's nest. It's massive.
I know. I've got charges set to bring down the whole building.
What about Becky and Grayson?
Their transformation is almost complete.
Can we get them out?
Not enough time. The possessed are charging through the church basement. We have maybe 2 minutes.
2 minutes for what?
To end this. Jake, can you run?
I think so.
When I detonate these charges, you run to the forest. Don't look back. Don't stop running. And never look back!
What about you?
I have to make sure the entity dies. Someone needs to speak the banishment words while the fire burns.
Let me do it.
No. You get out of here. Live your life. This is my mission.
Sam, please, find another way.
There is no other way. Tell Rhea I love her, and I'm sorry I couldn't make it home.
Sam, don't do this!
Detonation in 30 seconds. Jake, run now. Run! Set the charges. I'm outside in a safe position. Detonating now. Holy damn, it worked. The whole building is coming down.
Are you okay?
I'm clear. Jake made it out too.
I'm outside. The church is completely destroyed. But wait! Something's moving in the flames. It's coming out. The entity survived. It's wounded though, moving slowly. Pieces of it are on fire. Sam is engaging with rifle fire. He hit it! Black blood everywhere. It's not going down.
Switching to grenade launcher.
Direct hit! It's screaming.
The sound is hurting my ears, but it's still moving.
It's trying to escape.
Not happening. Loading incendiary rounds.
It's working. The thing is dissolving.
Keep taking pictures. We need documentation.
It's almost gone. Just bones and ash now.
Mission accomplished. The entity is destroyed.
Thank God you're both alive.
Is it really over?
It's over. Herobrine is dead.
Sam is saying something to Herobrine I can't hear.
What?
It must be the banishment words.
Yeah, he is done.
He's back!
Why is your face like that?
Is something wrong?
Oh no, it is the creature's blood.
By the way, I carried Grayson and Becky to a safe spot in the basement. I guess Sam looked over that spot.
Oh, great. They're alive now, yeah.
Thank God!
Thank you so much for everything.
My units just arrived at the village. All residents are conscious and cooperative. No signs of possession or supernatural influence.
What about the missing people?
Becky Kim and Grayson Chen are alive. Injured but responsive. Medical teams are treating them now.
Any lasting effects?
Some physical trauma, cuts, bruises, dehydration, but they seem mentally normal. No memory of being possessed.
That's good news.
Jake Rollins is also receiving medical attention.
Let him have it. He's been through hell.
We have also managed to pick Grayson and Becky from the wreckage too. They seem dazed, but they will be okay. So the possessed can come back to normal?
Oops, looks like it.
Samuel, my spiritual sensors are showing clear readings. The entity's presence is shifted.
You're certain?
Absolutely. The psychic stain that has plagued that village for centuries. It's been transferred.
So your words worked?
Yes. Are you keeping the deal? Am I safe?
Yeah, you kept your word.
I'm so sorry, guys, for everything you went through. All the fear and terror.
Jake, you don't need to apologize. You were the victim here.
But I could see I risked you all too, but couldn't help it. I was aware but couldn't control what I was typing. It was like being trapped in that village.
That sounds terrifying.
It was. But the worst part was knowing you were all worried and coming here for your friend to help me. I'm so glad Becky and Grayson are okay.
We're just happy everyone survived.
Hey everyone, I'm back. Don't remember much after entering the village, but the doctors say I'll be fine.
Same here. Whole thing feels like a nightmare, but we're alive.
Thank God.
What about Sam? Is he heading home?
On my way back now. Long drive ahead of me, but the mission was successful.
Dad, I heard what happened. Are you okay?
I'm fine, sweetheart. Just tired.
The news is calling you a hero. Said you saved a whole village.
Just doing my job.
I'm so proud of you, and so relieved you're safe.
I'll be home tomorrow. We can talk about it then.
Can't wait to see you. I made your favorite cookies. Chocolate chip with walnuts.
That sounds perfect. Just what I need after a mission like this.
Mission like what exactly? You still won't tell me details?
Some things are better left classified, but I will say it involved cleaning up an old mess. Something that should have been dealt with decades ago.
As long as you're safe. That's all that matters to me.
I'm safe, and the problem is permanently solved.
Good. Now get some rest on the drive home. Don't push yourself too hard.
I won't. But first, let me send you a quick selfie to prove I'm really okay.
Dad, what's wrong with your face?
What do you mean?
In the photo. The paint like blood on your face?
Just shadows from the dashboard lights. Nothing to worry about.
Are you sure? They look like scars or something.
Rhea, I've been through a battlefield, but I'm perfectly fine. Better than fine, actually. I feel stronger.
Jake, found your number in my dad's phone. Something's wrong with my dad.
What kind?
He's been acting strange since he got back, saying things he's never said before, knowing things he shouldn't know.
What kind of things?
Some runes or lullabies I've never heard him mention. Details about supernatural entities, and he keeps staring at nothing and talking to the air, like he's listening to voices.
Rhea, I think we have a problem.
What do you mean?
Your dad might not be your dad anymore.
That's crazy.
Is it though? After everything that happened in the village?
Jake, he's floating.
Get out of the house, right now.
He's not moving, just hanging in the air, like invisible strings are holding him up.
Rhea, please listen to me. That's not your father anymore. The entity transferred into him.
But he destroyed it.
No, he didn't.
We have a major problem. I think Herobrine succeeded.
Succeeded?
Sam's final moments were wrong. Language patterns, memory references, him whispering to the creature, presenting only himself as a solution.
I noticed that too, but I thought it was just stress.
It's not stress. Jake confirmed the entity can transfer consciousness.
Transfer to what?
To Sam Blackshield, during the final confrontation.
That's impossible.
Is it though, after everything we've seen?
If Sam is possessed, and he has military training, and access to weapons, oh god, we need to stop him.
Stop him from what?
I'm pulling his military records. Sam Blackshield had classified clearance, specialized in supernatural threats. If the entity has his knowledge,
It could infiltrate military installations.
With demolitions expertise and supernatural powers.
this is a national security threat.
Rhea, sweetie, where are you? You're not home since hours.
Oh, Dad. A bit spooked out and left.
Don't be afraid.
Dad, what's happening to you?
I'm evolving, becoming something better, something stronger.
This isn't you talking.
Of course it's me, just a more enlightened version. I understand so much now, about the nature of reality, about the weakness of human flesh.
Dad, please, fight whatever's doing this to you.
Why would I fight perfection? Do you know what I can do now? Do you know what can him do now? Do you know what can Herobrine do now?
You're scaring me.
You should be scared, but not of me, of what's coming next.
Are you the priest who Sam Blackshield contacted during the event?
Yes, child, and I have terrible news. The entity didn't die.
We know. It's in Sam Blackshield now.
Yes, and I'm responsible. I gave Sam those final words. But they weren't banishment words.
What were they?
Transfer words. Words to move the entity's consciousness from one host to another.
Why would you do that?
It threatened to kill me and my entire parish. I was a coward. I chose to save myself.
By condemning Sam.
By giving the entity what it truly wanted, a host with military training and access to weapons of mass destruction.
I've been thinking about what happened in the church. Herobrine's final moments. It wasn't trying to escape the fire.
What was it doing?
Reaching for Sam. During the explosion, like it was trying to grab him.
You think it planned this?
I think it planned everything. The whole rescue mission. Getting Sam to the village. Making him think he was the hero.
But why Sam specifically?
Because of his military background, his clearance levels, his knowledge of weapons.
Where is Sam now?
GPS shows him driving toward Fort Braxton, major military installation, 2 hours from his current location.
We have to stop him.
How do we stop someone with supernatural powers and military training?
Rhea might be our only chance. If there's any part of the real Sam left, she might be able to reach him.
I'm almost at the base. Soon I'll have access to real weapons. Nuclear weapons.
Dad number, this isn't what you wanted.
Isn't it though? I've spent my whole life fighting monsters. Now I can become the ultimate weapon against all monsters.
You are the monster now.
Am I? Or am I humanity's salvation? Think about it, Rhea. No more war. No more crime. No more suffering. Just perfect order under my control.
That's not salvation. That's slavery.
You'll understand when you join me. When you become part of something greater.
I remember the code word. The one you taught me for emergencies.
What code word?
Nether Protocol. Security threat incoming. Hostile entity with clearance.
Rhea, what did you do?
What you taught me to do. Protect innocent people. Even from you.
Federal units have been notified. Fort Braxton is in lockdown. Sam Blackshield has been designated a security threat.
Will they be able to stop him?
They're bringing in specialists, people who deal with supernatural threats. Sam's not the first possessed operative they've encountered.
There are others?
More than you'd think. The military keeps it classified, but they have protocols.
What kind of protocols?
Containment, exorcism, and if necessary, elimination.
My child, you betrayed me. Transfer wasn't complete. They are going to take me in now.
Dad, I had no choice. You are not yourself right now. I'm sorry, but this is what you would have wanted anyway. They got him. Military police intercepted his movement. He's in custody.
They'll keep him contained?
They have specialists, people who deal with this kind of thing. He's going to a secure facility for supernatural containment and treatment.
Will you be able to see him?
Eventually, if the treatment works. If they can separate him from the entity.
And if they can't?
Then I'll visit a monster wearing my father's face, until they decide he's too dangerous to keep alive.
It's over. Sam is in military custody. Herobrine is contained.
For now.
You think it could escape?
Entities like that don't just give up. They adapt. They plan. They wait.
Which is why we need to stay connected, all of us. Keep watching for signs.
Signs of what?
Other outbreaks, other possessions, other villages where people start acting strange.
You think there are more?
I think Herobrine wasn't the only one, and now that it's in military custody, it might find ways to spread its influence.
So this chat stays active. Permanent early warning system.
Agreed.
We're like supernatural first responders now.
Better us than nobody.
At least we know what to look for.
And we know how to fight back, even if the cost is higher than we expected.
I'll keep monitoring my dad's situation. Report any changes, any signs the entity is growing stronger.
We'll be here, all of us, watching, waiting, ready to fight again if we have to.